In recent times, crime, in particular homicides, have risen to frightening levels, particularly in rural Jamaica.
Multiple murders, shootings, gang activity, lottery scams spawned violence, and predial larceny have gripped rural villages and towns.
Prominent in the national crime debate is the question of resources for the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
But a TVJ News investigation has revealed in one of the nation's largest parishes, St. Ann, the police do not have sufficient vehicles to fight crime. From St. Ann, TVJ's Shamela Mitchell reports.
We are very unsafe.
Unsafe because, according to Novlet Stewart, a resident of Alexandra, St. Ann, when they call the police,
They say they don't have a vehicle to move around.
in some situations, Ms. Stewart is talking about incidents of robberies, murders and shooting. We have visited quite a number of police stations here in St. Ann since morning. However, police officers say they are not able to speak on the issue. St. Ann has 11 police stations, but they only have 14 police vehicles to carry out their operations.
However, they are not all assigned to stations. There are sections that use vehicles as well. For example, the CIB, PIU, DIU. These sections are non-geographic.
Meanwhile, Cave Valley and Alexandra stations, which serve many districts between them, and the Discovery Bay Police Station, which has over 30 communities, are all without a vehicle. But it's not just those areas. One resident has also done his checks.
They had one at Wakon, and they take it away. There's an old car in Charlton that is after 6 o'clock it can't drive.
So, how many more police stations are without a vehicle? We put that question to Richard Hilton, the Deputy Superintendent of Police in charge of crime in St. Ann.
Based on security reasons, I would not wish to go down that route. I would not divulge that information.
But why are these stations without a vehicle?
All the stations in St. Ann Division was outfitted with a vehicle. What has happened is, due to the services that we provide, some of these vehicles would have been involved in accidents, and these vehicles have since become non-serviceable. Discovery Bay was using a Vitara, Grand Vitara, and the vehicle developed technical difficulties and it is now out for servicing. No vehicle has gone back to Discovery Bay Station.
While the parish is boasting a 20% reduction in crime, businessman and resident Easton Stewart is concerned.
The crime in the area is getting rough.
Mr. Stewart says some of the crimes in St. Ann are being committed by people from outside the parish.
People live like say, Montego Bay. You only see them come in, build up places like over at Medial where they come there the last time and live there. And after a while you hear say, gunman in the area and things like that.
But the police cannot carry out their duties effectively without a vehicle. DSP Gale says they too are having internal issues.
As a manager here, one of the concerns is how we, the police officers, treat the vehicles and what systems we can put in place to ensure that the public, the wider public, is serviced by having vehicles to their access.
But it is something the police insist they have under control. Shamela Mitchell, TVJ News.